If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? It's actually not as easy of a question as it appears, and with this video I'm gonna try and help you find an answer to that question. Nowadays it's getting easier to work remotely and earn enough money to work from wherever you'd like. Thanks to the technology, there are more and more digital nomads. In fact, if you have any type of skill, already watching this video requires a skill like speaking English. You could earn some money by teaching it remotely. There are many websites that offer these services. But in this video I'm not gonna talk about that. When choosing where to live, for me there are four main factors to take into consideration. Number one would be culture and people. So what are the traditions of the place? What is the typical food? What do people look like and how do they behave? What's the language? Does the majority of the population understand English? Factor number two would be the cost of living there, and this will depend on your budget obviously. If you have a precise amount that you can spend, you'll have to do some research and find out if it's possible to live there with your budget. Factor number three would be visas and infrastructures. How easy or difficult is it to get a visa or permit to live there? This will depend on the country obviously. How are hospitals? Is the public transportation any good? And number four, last but not least, the nature and weather. For me this is one of the most important factors. How many sunshine hours do you get in a year? Because I think I could never live in a place that's dark half of the year and not get depressed. If there was an ocean nearby, that would be a plus for me. How are temperatures? I like when it's hot but not too hot. Obviously we all have different tastes, but the following example may help you understand how to find the perfect country and city for you. I like warm weather, so I've already excluded half of the world basically. I speak Italian, German, Spanish, French and English, so I can exclude other countries where they won't understand me. Luckily nowadays everybody speaks a bit English. Now, as an example, let's say that my monthly budget is $2,500, which seems also realistic for a digital nomad. And this is where things get interesting. Los Angeles would have been an option, but I think you really won't be able to live there with $2,500, as you can see from the video I made about LA. So what's left? For me, Cape Town would be amazing, Chiang Mai, the south of France, any city in the south of Spain as well, like Barcelona or Valencia. South America would be an option, but I still don't know enough about those countries as I haven't visited them. In all the countries mentioned, I think everybody speaks a bit English, and with my Spanish, that shouldn't be a problem. The cost of living in those countries is relatively low, so I think I could come by with $2,500. Now about visas, as I'm Swiss, this might be very different for you or not. For me, it would be relatively easy to stay in Spain, France for a long time without having any visa issues. Thailand might be the most difficult country here to get a visa for work. You need to be aware that if you want to move to work legally in Thailand, you need to be considered a person that can bring a skill to the country that is not found among the Thai people. This means that a company, or in this case yourself, will have to pay quite a bit of money for your work visa. That's why I'll exclude Thailand as well. South Africa requires a visa if you want to stay longer than 90 days, but it's not as difficult and surely not as expensive as Thailand. I love that both South Africa and the south of Spain have the sea close by. The food is really good in both places, and infrastructures, I'd probably say that Spain is a bit better. For me, the fact that you have to be so careful with criminality, especially during night, and that you need a car in Cape Town is a deal breaker. In the end, I'm left with Barcelona or Valencia. I love Barcelona, but in the last few years it got more touristy, leading to an increase of rents, and in summer the city is very much overcrowded. I'd still like to see other cities in the south of Spain and in France, but for now I consider Valencia to be the perfect city for myself. I made a video about this city, so if you're interested, go check it out. I really hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, subscribe. I will see you the next time. Bye guys.